There can be no doubt in anyone who reads today's report that every international legal norm has been violated by the actions of the Israeli authorities towards Palestinian children, and they need to be held accountable.
Since October 2023, a growing number of UN investigators, human rights organizations, medical NGOs, and genocide scholars have concluded that Israel's actions in Palestine's Gaza amount to genocide, in addition to documenting crimes against humanity in all occupied Palestinian territories. One of the latest findings comes from the UN Independent International Commission of Inquiry. A 100-page report published on June 23rd documents violations committed by Israel against Palestinians since October 7, 2023. It concludes that Palestinian children have been deliberately targeted and subjected to killings, arbitrary detentions, sexual violence, torture, and starvation.
Children are being killed mainly in two ways. One, through airstrikes using high-yield explosives with wide area effects. And second, using quadcopters, drones, and sniper rifles that specifically target and kill children to their head and upper body.
But this is not an isolated finding. Several independent investigations have reached similar conclusions. In December 2024, Amnesty International concluded that there was sufficient evidence to determine that Israel had committed and was continuing to commit genocide against Palestinians in Gaza.
The United States or the European Union taking action against Russia for its aggression of Ukraine, but failing to take action against Israel for its genocide of Palestinians in Gaza. That is a striking example of double standard.
Human Rights Watch separately accused Israel of deliberately depriving Palestinians of food and water, describing its starvation campaign as a crime against humanity and warning that some acts it had committed amounted to genocide.
We have seen very little response to war crimes like the crime of starvation, which has occurred. And, what this does is that it undermines faith in the system. It sends a message that certain people's rights and lives are more valuable than others.
Even inside Israel, human rights organization B'Tselem has concluded that Israel is committing genocide against Palestinians in Gaza.
The report we are publishing today is one we never imagined we would have to write. But in recent months, we have been witnessing a reality that has left us no choice but to acknowledge the truth. Israel is committing genocide against the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. The people of Gaza have been displaced, bombed, and starved, left completely stripped of their humanity and rights.
In 2025, the International Association of Genocide Scholars, the world's largest academic body in the field, formally declared that Israel's actions in Gaza meet the legal definition of genocide, war crimes, and crimes against humanity.
International Association of Genocide Scholars has passed a resolution declaring that Israel's policies and actions in Gaza meet the legal definition of genocide as found in the Genocide Convention, and that these policies and actions in Gaza constitute war crimes and crimes against humanity.
Medical organizations have also been raising the alarm. Doctors Without Borders, or MSF, said its teams were witnessing patterns consistent with genocide in Gaza, citing Israeli attacks on healthcare, starvation caused by Tel Aviv's blockade, and mass civilian casualties.
It's a very strong word for a very strong situation, and we don't use it lightly. But in fact, what we're saying with the release of this report today is that over the course of this war, what our teams have been seeing on the ground, what our medical teams have been seeing on the ground, is consistent with what a growing number of legal experts and organizations are saying, is that what is happening in Gaza is consistent with genocide.
Together, these investigations come from different institutions using different methodologies, but they point to a growing body of evidence of genocide and other serious international crimes committed in Gaza by Israeli forces. The organizations involved continue to call for independent accountability, arguing that international law and the Genocide Convention must be applied consistently, regardless of the parties involved.